Namaste and welcome to SonaliJoshi's Astrology channel. In this video, I'm going to suggest the techniques that have always worked when I work with clients related to marriage issues or partnership related issues. So if you are somebody who is finding delay in getting a life partner, if you are somebody who has had a recent breakup and looking for another relationship, and you're somebody who was above 40 and haven't found a life partner yet, this video is for you. I understand the marriage concept is changing. What people expect from a partner is also changing. It is different depending on where you live and what is your culture. However, all of us are looking for love, respect, and lifelong support. And these things are applicable to any culture or any place. The main karaka for marriage is Venus or Shukra. In a female's chart, we see Venus as well as planet Jupiter. And if Jupiter is aspecting the Venus in the chart, usually I see people getting married. However, when the 7th Lord or 7th house has a connection with planet Saturn, or there is a malefic aspect, or 4 or 5 planet conjunction in the 7th house, then people have certain delays in getting married. There are certain Nakshatras of moon like Uttarashada, Dhanishta and Revati, where females typically can have delay in getting married. The position of moon, typically related to 12th house, can also give delay in marriage, and this video applies to the charts where marriage is shown in the Navamsha chart, but there is delay and people are not able to find the partner. And nowadays, even if you are going for arranged marriage, what we do, usually you enroll yourself on a online site or some matrimonial, and you are then talking to multiple people. 3 months, 4 months, 5 months are done and people are talking over the phone. Sometimes they see each other on a weekend and everything fizzles out. Here are a few things that you can implement. Talk to one person at a time. Talk to them for about a month or 2 and then take a decision. Number 3, have your own list of what you cannot compromise. And in that, only 2 things are important. For example, okay, I need a guy who is highly educated, or I need somebody who is not living with the parents. It can be anything. Similarly, for a guy, I want a girl who is working, or I want a girl who is ready to move with me in any corner of the world. Even whether you are a man looking for a wife, or whether you are a girl looking for a man to marry, understand you can just have 2 things, because life has become so complicated that having multiple criteria that you cannot compromise is going to delay your marriage. And only way to stop this is to make sure these are the 2 things which I cannot compromise, and these needs to be met. But number 3, 4, 5 is such that I am ready to adjust. Marriage is about adjustment. Marriage is about complete faith and trust, because the karaka of marriage, Venus, is exalted in the 12th house of faith. Same way Jupiter is exalted in the 4th house, where it is about masses, whether it is about doing things for everybody. That means you are not looking for any special treatment, anything extra special when you are getting married. You are looking for somebody who is going to support you, completes you, and trusts you. And you can trust the other person. So just make a list of only 2 things and follow this thing. after 2 months you can talk to somebody else. After two, but don't keep on just talking and don't meet them in person, because there are certain placements. For example, Jupiter in Aradra Nakshatra. For you, the physical body, the physical attraction is very important. Whether you're a man looking for a wife or whether you're a woman looking for a man, you have to see whether that person is physically attractive or not. So just don't go on virtual meetings or talking over the phone. Go meet that person multiple times in a public place and then decide. I'm using the word public place for a reason, because if there is a connection of Rahu related to your 7th house, there is a chance that there is delusion and you will feel cheated or deceived. So don't go there. Follow these norms. Meet somebody in a public place. If there is placement of Sun before Venus, your marriage is like a ego issue. Don't make it a ego issue. You can go for somebody who is very successful or maybe highly educated, known in the society, but it's going to come with that person's likes, dislikes, and sometimes ego. And always remember, the other person's self-esteem, we can sense it as a ego. So have that filter and then choose. Usually, in a hurry or sometimes by whatever reason, astrologers miss the important placement, that is the 3rd house. The 3rd house is subconscious mind. What kind of thoughts are there in your mind? Subconscious mind related to marriage, related to union, related to partnership is very important. So check the planet in the 3rd house and that will show you your limiting beliefs about marriage. If somebody has Jupiter in the 3rd house, they would be always talking about, no, I want the person to be really highly educated, or I want the person to have, having kids becomes very important for them in marriage. If somebody has Saturn, they would have certain fear, they would have certain anxious thoughts, limiting thoughts about this union. They are looking for a long-term marriage, but they may feel whether they have everything that they can give it to this marriage. On the other hand, if there is planet like Moon, people want their marriage to be very much communicative. The two partners should be always communication with each other. They want to discuss very small details. They want to be emotionally compatible. And sometimes, if this moon has malefic aspect, then they can go away from the reality. So check that placement, and if you are an astrologer watching this video, check the 3rd house of every person along with 12th house and the 7th house and position of Venus. Because natural karaka is important. At the same time, what the person is thinking is also important. Navamsha chart will show what kind of outcome you will get from your marriage or your partner, or whether there is marriage in destiny or not. Usually, most people have marriage in the destiny. There are very few people, and many times those people know that they don't want to marry. I'm also going to talk about same-sex partnership, and if you are somebody who is looking for same-sex partner, the similar laws will apply to you. Similar rituals will apply to you, because what you are looking for is love, support, and respect. It's the same thing. You need to check your own limiting factors, and you need to check what is it that you can compromise or adjust, and what is it that you are ready to let go. Finding a partner is getting difficult day by day, and on the other hand, people can have multiple hookups or one-night stands, but nobody is thinking from the perspective of long-term partnership. And for that long-term partnership, understand position of Saturn is very important. Saturn is about longevity of any partnership. It is exalted in the 7th house for a reason, because you are ready to work hard in that partnership. You are ready to have patience in that partnership. And I want you to have the similar criteria when you talk to somebody. Give them a chance. Don't decide immediately, or at the same time, don't keep on giving the benefit of doubt to the other person. That way, you are putting in a lot of delay. You are not understanding the delusion. And meet the person before you take any conclusion. Meeting the person is very important, because that way you will realize the energy, and if the energy works with you, the union is going to be really good. Fortunately, these days most people have their choice when they enter matrimony. So use that choice, but make sure, listen to your inner voice. Do I want to marry? If the answer comes yes, then all the factors will align to walk towards that yes. If there is doubt, if the answer is no, then you are finding reason. You are trying to look for things to reject the other person. And for rejection, the fear of rejection could be within you. Look at your subconscious mind thoughts. Look at your limiting thoughts before going ahead. Hope this video helps you understand what goes on in your horoscope before committing to the marriage. If you are looking for a remedy, always help somebody for their marriage. Donate clothes. You can always go and help women's non-profits, and you can also help people who are handicapped. Typically, a person, if they cannot walk, support those people by whatever means you can, and this will help you with your own marriage and getting rid of the pending karma in the first place. When you give something, give it with full faith, but don't expect anything in return. But as the pending karma keeps on clearing, this will definitely help you for your own marriage. If you have Venus Nakshatras in your horoscope, always try to beautify your own space, whether it is the office space, your own room. Venus is about cleanliness. If you cannot beautify it, at least follow the main primary requirements of cleanliness, hygiene, and then you will realize it will help you towards your marriage and towards any partnership goals you have. For more such videos, check out the Venus in various Rashis, Venus in different Nakshatras. I am giving links here. Thank you for watching. Namaste. Thank you. Shubhamastu.